Hey everybody. Okay, this is another playing in RuneScape non-facial exposure. Top secrets of existence through the eyes of a dreamer. And seems like everything's crashed. My phone must be such a cheap little $40 phone that hello, the legs back. Everything's returned. Okay, while we watched me playing Divination on RuneScape, I am level 87 Divination. As the pointer says over there, which you can't really see. I want to tell you some things, beliefs that I have based on alchemical concepts. Okay, if anybody ever listens to this video, they probably think, well, why am I wasting my time listening to this? Well, take it for whatever you want. Value it in any way the knowledge that I speak. But let's just say that there's a likelihood that I am right. Okay, so in the Bible it says stuff about righteousness. The path of righteousness is straight and narrow. Not wiggly, not swinging, not twisting, but just straight and narrow. Is it me, or I can see lines going across ways? I have a machine in me, or I have been tuned to this frequency, the constant repetitive frequency, changes in speed, and so forth. Okay, so what was I going on about? Frequency. Goes backwards sometimes, goes forwards sometimes. The frequency is the rate, not just the sonic. There is a high frequency. You can get an app that can play high frequencies. All the planets create energy, and this is also resonating a frequency, a sonic frequency, which is a byproduct of friction, and an energy frequency, which all of us, all things are made of energy. All things are energy, whether they be electron and magnetically bound to each other, or whether they be neutron and negatively collapsed into each other. Just by coincidence, a group of people fall out of the sky, fall into a room, and because of the bundling system, where the V shape brings everything down in the funnel into a collapse point, this is what the clumping is of the earth when matter becomes dirt, and it all pressures down to a point making coal, going from trees to oil to coal. Obviously on the way it becomes peat, stuff called peat. Okay, it's like a wood bark changing into dirt kind of thing. But when it becomes oil, when it's squeezed all its oils, so it becomes, diamonds. So what am I getting in that? That is called below in alchemical terms. And above, some people think it's the clouds. But I learned a little trick from a hypnotist, because hypnotism isn't the good thing. It's not like a religion, a good religion. It's a bad thing in many ways, because you're trying to control your mind and you're messing with things that are probably programming from an advanced being that you don't really know what you're doing. So they discovered that hypnotism is capable of making your brain able to open up enough to open up to the subconscious. There's two levels: the front cortex of your mind, the frontal lobe. This is the planning on your day thing, everything in the conscious, and the subconscious of the back of your mind. And that's where hypnotism goes. It opens up the doors to that. But you must get into a REM state, a rest state. That's why when we wake up, we have absolute clarity, because our mind has defragged everything, stacked it in all in filing crystal cabinets, and we have nothing to worry about. So what has the hypnotism got to do with it? Well, they can suggest a dream. They ask you, what is something that you really wish you could do, but you're too scared to do it, but you want to face it. So you want to we're going to make you know that you could dream of this action and foresee it in your mind's eye. Then, the following day, you could, with courage, go out and achieve this. This is like a way to train people to have confidence in their self, good for stuttering or any other failures you have. I used to always hit the trip over zone in certain places down a road, and I was told there was a ghost there that always tripped you over because the concrete, there was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't slower or thicker. It didn't have a roll for the skateboard to lag. So what was it? And it was this little dwarf guy, they reckoned, and he loved playing pranks on people, and he hated skateboards making a big noise down the path. So he wanted peace and quiet and rest. What does all this hypnotism and all this stuff got to do with alchemy? What's it got to do with anything? Okay, so in the alchemy, or in the Hermetic rule, there is a emerald tablet that was said to be made by that mischief, Thor's brother, Loki. And anyway, he made this emerald tablet, and it said, as above, so below, as below, so above. So theoretically, we are below. And then there is another place above, like heaven or so forth. And the other place could be higher consciousness, or, as we do it at night, is dreams. So above could be heaven, and in dreams. Now it's seen that people become gas form and go to the above. So the ozone is above us, and in the Bible it says that that ozone thing, that is, I forget what they called it, like a blanket anyway, that God had put over a veil. There's a veil, something like that. But in my eyes, I consider, that thing's gone. I consider that dreams have a link to reality. Since the hypnotism has proven that concept, I started thinking along those lines. And so one day, I had a dream that, I get these like pre-dreams, right? So I dream ahead before it's happened. I see it sort of coming, precognition they call it. So I got a dream about a guy, a little fat German guy who loved eating sausages, and he had a bit of money in his pocket, but he'd stolen it off of people. Well, he'd got it off people to help people. He had a good intention, but everyone turned it into bad, and he's a good guy. And he didn't steal any money off me, but he was a very good guy, and probably a Christian guy or whatever. But anyway, I pickpocketed him $10, and the next day I looked at my wallet, and oh my gosh, there was $10. Where did it come from? I don't know where it come from. I don't remember saving it. So there you go. There's a secret to make money, if it really works. Also, use vinegar to reverse your alchemy hair. Going grey. Cheers.